Hi guys, welcome again to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well today. So today's tutorial shall be a sew along tutorial, and in this tutorial I'll be showing you step by step how to sew a paper bag pant using my printable sewing pattern, which is available on my website. I'll put the link down in the description box. So if you are interested in this pattern, go ahead and purchase and download, and then let's get into it. Alright, so once you've downloaded your pattern pieces, then you go ahead and print it out and assemble it following the printing and assembling instructions that has come with the package. And after that, you go ahead and cut out your size using the size chart as a guide. So you cut out all of your pattern pieces: the front, the back, the waistband, the belt loops, the pockets, and the belt itself. So those are the pattern pieces that you will cut out, and after that you go ahead and lay your pattern pieces on the fabric. So here I'm cutting out the front pattern pieces, and then this is the back pattern pieces, and here I have my belt, the belt loop, the waistband, and here are the pockets after cutting it out. So it is time now to assemble the fabric, and then we move on to the sewing machine. So here you're going to be needing the pocket facing and the front pattern pieces. So go ahead and mark the right side and the wrong side of your fabric, and once you've marked that, then you place the right side of the pocket on the right side of the front pattern, and then you pin it down at that end, at that slanted end. So once you've pinned it out, then you go to your sewing machine and then you stitch these two together. So after stitching it, this is what you will have. So that curved part, you're going to snip the curved parts, and then you flip it to the right side. So this is what it will look like. So this time you can go ahead and top stitch on that part if you want it. If you don't want to top stitch, you can leave it like that, but if you want to top stitch, go ahead and give it a good press, and then you pin it down, and then you top stitch. So here I'm top stitching. You can use about 1/4 of an inch to top stitch. So this is what it looks like after top stitching it. It will really add more beauty to your trouser if you top stitch. And once you've done that, then you place the second part of the pocket. The right side will be facing up, the wrong side will be on the table, and then you place your front trouser on it, as you can see. And this time you're going to be stitching only the pocket together. So you pick the two and stitch it together. So once you've done stitching, then you're going to be pinning the pockets together with the trouser and the waistline and on the hip area just to secure it. So we're going to be top stitching this as well. So this is what it will look like after top stitching. And after that, you're going to be needing your back trouser now, and then you're going to place the back on the front right side together. So you're going to pin it down at the out seam and at the inseam, and then you go to your sewing machine and stitch this together. So here I'm pinning down, I've pinned down the out seam, and then I'm pinning down the inseam. Then you do the same thing to the second. So after stitching, this is what it will look like. So turn it to the right side and give it a good press. And now at the crotch area, we're going to be picking this. We want to join these two together, and we're going to be doing that at the crotch area. So that is the front on top, the back trouser is on the table, and then you're going to pick these two together. Make sure that the crotch area aligned together, the stitch on the crotch area aligned together, and then you're going to start pinning the two together from the back all the way to the front. All right, so once you've done pinning down, then you go ahead and stitch these two together. So now our trouser is taking shape, The next thing we're going to be doing is to stitch the hemline of the trouser. So you can go ahead now and fold it using the seam allowance. So you're going to fold it twice. So you can first of all weave the trouser. If you would like to weave it inside, go ahead and weave, and after that you're going to pin it down, fold it twice and pin it down, and then you stitch. So once you've done that, then now we're going to be moving to the band, the waistband, the belt loop, and the belt itself, and then the elastic. So here I'm using an elastic of about 1 inch wide, and then you're going to fold your band into two, the right side facing each other, and pin it down at the open edge. You will have the closed end and then you will have the open end. So you pin it down at the closed end, and then you go to your sewing machine and stitch this together. Also for the belt loop, you're going to fold it as seen in the video here. So you fold the belt loop twice. So you can pin it down, or you can do that on the sewing machine. So to cut out the elastic, you will need your waist measurement to cut it out. So go ahead and cut out your elastic using the waist measurement, and then you're going to be pinning down the belt into, you fold the belt into two, and then you pin it down like this. And after that you're going to be shaping the two edge of the belt. We just want to give it a nice shape. So then after that you're going to be stitching the belt from one end to another using the 1/2 inch seam allowance, and then at the middle of the belt you will leave like a 2 inches opening that will help us to be able to turn out the belt. So this is the waistband after stitching it together. Once you've done that, then you fold the waistband into two like this. So the wrong side will be together now, and then the close end of the waistband, you're going to give it a notch like this. That will serve as a guide for us when we want to join it to the trouser. Then the next thing we want to do now is to mark 1 inch from the close end of the waistband. We have the close end and we have the open end. So you're going to mark 1 inch round. So the next thing is to measure your elastic band. So here I'm using 1 inch wide elastic band. So I will mark 1/4 inch again. And then at the stitch part of the waistband, you're going to mark about 2 inches opening. We need that opening for the elastic band, and then you will mark 1/4 round, and then we move to the sewing machine and stitch. So this is what it will look like after stitching it. So now we're going to be passing the elastic band through the opening that we left. So you will need your office pin here to pass the elastic band round. So you will need to secure the other end of the elastic band with the fabric. So use your pin to do that, and then you continue passing the elastic band. So once you've passed the elastic band through to the other end, then you're going to be picking the two elastic now and stitch the two together. So make sure you are not twisting the elastic when you are doing this. So this is what we have after passing the elastic band. Then you're going to close that opening that you left, and this is what the belt loops look like. So you're going to be cutting the belt loops. So you're going to be measuring 3 inches. So each belt loop will be 3 inches long. So you cut out, you will have like 7 belt loops. So to make it very easy for us, we're going to be attaching the belt loops to the trouser, as you can see it. So you're going to pin it down. So you pin it down from the center back, you pin one down, and from that center back you will mark 4 inches to your left, you pin one, 4 inches to your right, you pin one, you pin it to the side, and then from the center front you will measure 4 inches to your right, 4 inches to the left, and then you pin down the belt loop. And now you're going to be attaching the waist. So to attach the waistband, you remember where we notched earlier, that will be at the center front, and then the stitch part will be at the center back. So you're going to pin down right side together, the waistband right side to the trouser right side like this, and then you're going to pin down the notch part together with the center front, stitch line, and then at the back you're going to pin it down as well, and then you will pin it round the trouser, and then you go to your sewing machine and use your 1/2 inch seam allowance to stitch. So this is what we have after stitching it together. So now you're going to be taking off the pins on the belt loop, and then you're going to flip it over like that, and then you're going to fold it. So just fold the edge a little bit, and then you stitch it together with the waistband. So you will do that on the sewing machine. So you're going to stitch and back stitch a few times, and this is what you will have after that. Can you see how easy it is to attach your belt loop? So you're going to do it round, and here we have our band and belt loop attached to the trouser. So you go ahead and use your overlocker to finish the raw edges inside. And then we have our belt here stitched together, and then at the opening you're going to turn it out. So after turning it out, give the belt a good press, and then you stitch the opening that you left earlier. Alright guys, so this is the finished look of our paperback trouser. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The pattern is available on my website. I'll put the link down in the description box below if you are interested in getting this pattern, and you can manipulate this pattern to create any other design. So this is me rocking it here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in another video. Till then, do have a wonderful day.